Outside of E4D Compass, create the patient file in both E4D Dentist and your CT scanner with the same patient name if possible. Export your CT data and open E4D Compass. You will then manually import the CT data. The E4D data is imported automatically. When E4D Compass is opened, the home screen is displayed. The existing E4D Dentist patients are listed on the left side of the screen. When a patient's name is selected, the other three lists on the browser are updated to reflect the files belonging to the highlighted patient. These three lists contain the timestamps of E4D optical scans, CBCT scans, and E4D Compass treatment plans. For this example, the CT data has already been imported. Please see the user manual for specific instructions on importing data. Select your patient and the desired E4D scans and CT scans. In most cases, you will only have one of each. Click Create New Treatment Plan. The first screen is the nerve mapping screen. It will take a few moments for the system to load the CT and E4D data. Once the data has finished loading, left-click the Alignment menu button to view the VR model from the CT scan next to the E4D model. Comparison of your CT data and E4D data is recommended before completing the tasks on the Nerve Task screen. If you do all of the tasks on the nerve mapping screen and then realize you picked the wrong set of scans, you will have to start over with a new treatment plan. The workflow is different depending on whether the implant location is in the upper jaw or lower jaw. For this example, we're going to have an implant in the lower jaw. The first step is plotting the arch. The goal of plotting the arch is to display the mandible nerve canal in the panoramic view. As a new treatment plan is created, the system maps a default arch. It will look something like the example shown. The location of the horizontal view is represented by the horizontal green line on the panoramic view. Change the horizontal view to show the teeth in the lower jaw. Left-click and drag the scroll bar indicator on the right side of the horizontal view. This appears when the mouse is near the edge of this section. Click Delete Arch to start over with an entirely new drawn arch. Click along the jawline to select New Data Points to create your arch. A new panoramic view is created along with the new arch. Our goal is to be able to see the nerve canal in the panoramic view. The nerve canal appears as a thick line or space in the jaw. Place the mouse cursor over the panoramic view and enlarge the view by rolling the mouse wheel forward. Click and drag the mouse wheel to move the panoramic view so that the lower jaw is displayed. We can adjust the arch that we created by clicking on an individual arch point and dragging it into a new place. Adjust the arch points so that the nerve canal is displayed in the panoramic view. It is typically necessary for demonstration to map the nerve beneath the implant area and the neighboring teeth. For this example, we are plotting the arch and showing the nerve canal for the entire left side of the jaw. The mapping of the nerve canal is linear, so you want to start at one end of the canal, usually towards the posterior. In the panoramic view, left-click in the posterior end of the nerve canal. The first click does not show a visual sign that you have clicked there. Move the mouse towards the anterior and left-click in the canal again. A pink line appears showing the marked area. Continue clicking along the nerve canal until the end is reached. Use small increments between clicks to map curved areas. If needed, click Move Current Nerve to make small adjustments to the drawn nerve in the panoramic view. Right-click and drag the slice view markers in either the horizontal view or panoramic view to the implant site. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out on each slice view if needed. Evaluate the position of the mapped nerve in the cross-section slice views. The slice views show the nerve canal as a hollow circle. The pink of the mapped nerve should be in the middle of this circle. If the pink is not in the circle, left-click and move the pink dot to the correct place. Move the slice view markers towards the anterior until you can see the place where the nerve exits the jaw. Left-click Move Current Nerve to deactivate it. Click the pink dot to create a new starting point. Left-click beyond the exit point to create a new line. Click Move Current Nerve to activate it. Place the mouse cursor in one of the cross-section slice views. Right-click and drag the cursor upwards to increase the width of the mapped nerve. Virtually thickening the mapped nerve line is an optional step to aid in visualizing the nerve during the implant placement planning. Our next step is to align the scans. Use Alignment Task to designate the corresponding points on the CT data and the E4D scan data. This enables you to align the two models to ensure good virtual implant placement in relation to the proposed restoration. Left-click Alignment Task. The alignment screen displays the VR model and the E4D model without the initial restoration proposal. This is the same screen that we used to confirm our scans earlier. Rotate both models until the implant site is visible. Left-click a recognizable spot on a model. A red dot marking an alignment point appears. Left-click and mark the corresponding spot on the other model. Repeat this until 3 corresponding points are on each model for a total of 6 points. If you make a mistake, left-click Undo to remove 1 point at a time, or Reset to start over. When you are satisfied with the alignment points, left-click the Align Data button. The two models align and the screen views change. The slice views show the CT data in grayscale and the E4D data as a beige-colored outline. The goal for the alignment task is to have the 3 slice views agree between the 2 sets of data. The ICE data density view should show white on the teeth and red on the gingival tissue. Each slice view should have sufficient detail to enable good alignment of the models. Move the mouse to the right side of the desired slice view. A slider bar appears. Move the slider up or down until there is sufficient data from both scans in each slice view. This example shows good alignment on the slice views and good coloring on the ICE density view. The teeth are white and the gingival tissue is red. This example shows poor alignment. Starting with the slice view that needs the most adjustment, move and rotate the E4D data to align with the CT data. To rotate the E4D data, place the mouse cursor to the side, above, or below the center of the slice view. A circle displays over the E4D data. Right-click and drag the mouse to rotate. The center of the circle is the pivot point for the rotation. To move the E4D data to align with the CT data, move the cursor to the center of the screen so that the circle is not displayed. Left-click and drag to move the E4D data. Continue making adjustments until you are satisfied with the alignment. When finished, click the Implant Task button. The next step is to virtually place the implant. Use the Implant task to select the desired implant size and virtually position the implant. Select the implant manufacturer and model from the list. The gray crosshairs in the horizontal view represent the sagittal and coronal views. By default, the crosshairs are centered on the screen. With the mouse outside of the circle, left-click and drag to rotate the gray crosshairs and align one of the crosshairs to the patient's dentition. To adjust the placement of the implant, left-click within the circle of the horizontal view and drag to the desired location. Adjust the crosshairs for the slice views if needed. In the coronal and sagittal views, rotate the implant by left-clicking and dragging outside of the circle. Move the implant by left-clicking and dragging within the circle. Adjust the implant so that it is in good alignment with the proposal and the bone. E4D Compass provides a visual warning when the virtual implant location intersects with the user-defined nerve canal or other virtual implants already in place. The bone density view is a color representation of the Hounsfield values in the implant's placement location. Left-click the implant to toggle between showing the bone density color legend on the safety zones and directly on the implant. The safety zone represents a 60% increase in the diameter of the implant at each band location. This can be used to determine the quality and density of the bone, whether a proposed implant placement intersects with any neighboring teeth or protrudes from the patient's soft tissue. Rotate and evaluate the bone density surrounding the implant. Adjust the implant's position if needed. The abutment view displays the position of the implant in relation to the E4D proposal. The abutment analog is a representation of a standard abutment with adjustable parameters of collar height, collar radius, and axial wall height. Left-click and drag on one of the adjustable areas of the abutment to change the shape. The measurement of each part of the abutment is displayed in millimeters in the top left corner. To change the angle of the abutment, left-click the degree box in the upper left corner of the abutment view. The E4D Dentist system does not currently mill custom abutments. The abutment view is used to get measurements for standard abutments. Left-click Create Report to export images and details from the treatment plan. The Surgical Report Options window appears. Deselect items that you do not want on the report. Left-click Generate Report. A web browser opens and displays the report. All of the views in the report are based on the currently selected views within the software. If the report does not show the desired screenshot, change the view within the software and regenerate the report. Left-click Print in your web browser if desired. The report and individual images are automatically saved in the patient file. Click Save As to save the report somewhere else on your network or a removable drive. Once the report is generated, the treatment plan is locked against changes. A lock icon appears on the E4D Compass menu bar. Left-click this button to unlock the plan if changes are needed.